The Hartley Show is a comic book review program and does not own any of the copyrighted material featured in this episode. All copyrighted material featured will be used as fair use for the purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, and/or research. Taki Taki. Today on The Hartley Show, I'm going to talk about Green Lantern. It's turn to poop. So I'm going to talk about the Green Lantern family of books. Now, of course, the original creative team that started off the New 52, with Jeff Johns and Pete Tomasi, these great writers, they all left after they finished their big old run, and they moved on to this storyline involving this guy by the name of Relic, who, I'll just get on to that in a second. Now, after the Relic storyline finished, there was this whole stupid concept that all the energy wielders, all the light bearers with the rings and stuff, there was this finite pool of energy that they were all tapping into, and if they used their power too much, they were going to destroy the whole universe, which has led to basically what I like to call absolute bullshit fucking comic books. So what we've got now is Green Lantern, who's being, just this totalitarian sort of Sinestro jerk who thinks, nobody should be using this light power anymore but the Green Lantern because he's just, I guess, a complete asshole. He's acting a lot like Sinestro. And in this current issue, they've got Derlin, who's taken over as Green Lantern. He's told the whole universe, broadcasted the whole universe what the Green Lantern plan is. They're going to police everybody like a bunch of a-holes. And the sad thing is in this issue is that what he actually tells the whole universe is pretty much actually Hal Jordan's plan. Everything's really falling apart, and it really stinks because these writers are fantastic. Like Robert Vedetti, he's been doing great stuff over in Valiant, but for whatever reason, and I suspect it's largely editorial bullshit, things have gone to shit. And it's gone to shit right down to even the designs of the characters, and I'll show you. They've even got Green Lantern looking like an absolute jackass. For whatever reason, Billy Tanner's a great artist. He's turned his jacket, the Green Lantern outfit, now it's all like super raised and stuff. And the more he draws it, the higher he raises this thing. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. It's like he's got some kind of weird bib. Here's that Relic guy I was telling you about. So meanwhile, in the rest of the books, you've got the Green Lantern Corps, which is, I'm finding, slightly better than the regular Green Lantern book. But again, one of the main problems with this book is that, I say again, even though I haven't addressed this yet, what they seem to have forgotten is that the Green Lanterns, each and individually, should all be super badasses. Everyone should come off like a Jedi. Like, these guys can take on a whole squadron of dudes. But what's going on now in the book? The Green Lantern rings are coming off as almost entirely useless. They can't even deal with dudes with guns. They're shooting right through their constructs. And, of course, these are supposed to be the most powerful weapons in the fucking universe. A little known fact, the original Green Lantern oath was,
"And I shall shed my light over dark evil, for the dark things cannot stand the light of the Green Lantern."
And that's why they got rid of that shit. So essentially the Green Lantern have sort of lost their flair. They're coming off more just like regular beat cops who, with their rings not coming off as so powerful anymore. They're supposed to be the most powerful weapons in the universe. These amazing utilitarian utility devices that could do anything, but they're coming off like these sort of half-assed things that are like, well, I can't move that rock. Now, one of the good things in the Green Lantern universe right now is Green Lantern New Guardians, starring Kyle Rayner, and all the Guardians are dead, and it turned out that there were these old Guardians they brought back. Here, I'll show you right now. And there they are, the New Guardians, which actually makes the title now make a lot of sense because it's actually largely about the New Guardians. Kyle Rayner is now permanently a White Lantern, and like I was saying, this is one of the better books they've got going on right now. Kyle Rayner was the guy who relit the energy pool that fuels all the light bearers, all the ring wielders in the universe. And, Justin Jordan, who was doing a bunch of stuff for DC, is just down in this one book now. And out of all of them, this is probably the best book right now that I highly recommend. I was also a big fan of Brad Walker as an artist. Next up, we've got Larfleeze, which has been a hell of a lot of fun. Larfleeze, of course, is the Orange Lantern whose whole thing is greed. And on the current Larfleeze storyline, what it's all about is all the constructs that his ring makes basically are people he's killed and turned into a sort of ring construct slaves. A bunch of these slaves have somehow removed themselves from himself, from his ring, and they're all sort of at odds with Larfleeze right now. This has been a hell of a lot of fun. We're talking about artist Scott Collins, writer Keith Giffen, and it's been a hell of a lot of fun, but unfortunately it's canceled, and it's amongst the best books that the Green Lantern books have going for them right now. So to sum it all up, the Green Lantern books are largely sort of shit right now, and they shouldn't be. You've got great creative teams, the artists, the writers are all solid. I don't know what the hell's going on with DC right now, but I suspect the editors all have their heads up their ass. So DC editors, please remove your heads from your ass. I don't know if you're just into the smell of your own poop or whatnot, but we're not into you having your heads up your ass. So, get on it, would you? So there you have it, the Green Lantern family of books. They're mostly poop except for Green Lantern New Guardians and Larfleeze. As always, thank you for watching. A giant thanks to Taz for letting us film here. See you next time.